Hey, you guys, thanks for joining me for another Live at 5 tonight. And I just wanted to take a couple moments to talk about um, appropriate expectations and customer service. One of the things that I have noticed over the years is that sellers are really good about interviewing their agents and finding out what their agent stands for and how often they'll communicate with them and how they're going to be treated, basically. While buyers agents are very rarely interviewed. Very rarely does somebody call me up and ask about my numbers and hi and ask, what my experience level is and ask expectations when I'm going to show them a home. They are often just concerned about me opening the door. And what happens is I think everybody deserves respect and dignity. And when we're looking at a service position, a sales position, anybody in customer service should have stellar skills when it comes to doing these things. One of the values that we have on my team is that we have our 4 8s. Okay, so we communicate, we advocate, we negotiate, and we educate at a really high level because we want to take really great care of our clients. And so often I hear buyers who've had a bad experience because they just got on the phone, called the first agent, got somebody to open the door, they were impatient, and they don't know until they're halfway down the road that they made a bad decision on who they actually hired without even knowing it. Because it's up to you who you hire, which means you need to interview them. The agent works on your behalf and advocates for you. So I'll give you an example. Besides the 4 8s, there's a couple of other things that are really important and super easy to do and make the whole experience much better. I mean, what are the huge stress levels, right? The stressors, high stressors. You got buying a home, you've got having a baby, a new job, getting married. All these wonderful things are also very high stress producing. So you really need someone who's good with people dealing with you when you're going through this process so that it's as easy, keyword, easy as possible. The other two things that I really focus on are it does not cost me anything to apologize. Okay, so I'm going to give you an example of a good situation and a bad situation that just happened in the last 24 hours. I was at the store and I was not treated very well because I had a check, they wanted my license. I've been there a million times. I didn't have it with me. My mom drove. It doesn't matter. The lady, I wanted to talk to the manager because I was so frustrated, and all she had to do was apologize. Now, that doesn't mean be a wimp and be belittled or be, oh, I'm so sorry. None of that. But she can apologize for the situation instead of blaming. So she's saying, well, the computer won't let us do that. The computer this and the computer that. And I'm like, I don't care about the computer. And this is just over groceries. So how much bigger of a deal is it when you're having an issue with buying your home, which is where your family's going to live? It's a huge deal, and you need somebody who's going to be able to advocate for you, keep you calm, help you through the process. I mean, there's tears a lot of times when people are buying homes, and all you got to do is say, hey, you know what? I am so sorry for this situation. Let me see what I could do to make this easier for you. Okay, that's my job. Let me take this from you. That's it. Apologize. And then the other key thing, tell them they're right. Okay, don't lie, but they're always right about something. They're right somewhere in the mess of it all. They are right. So today I had a seller who we had an inspection, and the inspector and the inspector's agent are the only two people who are supposed to go in the home. That's it. We're in phase 1. That's it. I find out later kids were in the home. They were there way longer than they're supposed to. It's a disaster. He's pretty furious, as he should be, right? And all I'm doing is saying, hey, I am so sorry, right? I'm so sorry for the situation you're in because he hired me to advocate for him, and it is my job to help him through this process and to advocate for him. And you're right. They should have never been in there. And here's what I'm going to do for you. I'm going to go and I'm going to call the designated broker and I'm going to take care of it. Because why? Because now I negotiate. I'm going to educate by telling them how it should be done. I'm going to negotiate because I'm going to go to the other party and tell them what should have happened. I'm going to advocate, telling him he's right, telling him I'm sorry, what can I do, tell him how to deal with this in the future if something comes up. And I'm going to communicate. You guys hire the agent. Don't just fall into a situation where somebody opens a door for you. because a door opener is not what you need. 3-year-old can open a door, right? 3-year-old can open a door. You need somebody who's got your back, going to be there for you from the beginning to the end, who you can refer in the future and have a great experience with. So when you're ready for buying and selling, you know who to hire. I'm right here. Have a good night, you guys. Bye.